I got my wish. It was quiet. Well, I entered right into 5D. I don't know what it is. But I just today, what the day is it today? 10/21. I got the most intense downloads. I think it's because mErCURy went into it went combust, and when that happens, it kind of allows a passage of a message. mErCURy is a message. And I got so many messages today that I can remember the frequency that it was on, and like the rhythm that it hit, and now I was just gonna say I can't remember any of it, but really I know it's been downloaded, and this is something so profoundly profound. It's so profoundly simple, but see, just little old me here. Uh, I think I'll be able to articulate what it is. I'm trying. It's going to refine. I've already been hitting it here on YouTube. I've been talking about it, and it's something that um, I would rather not get involved with, because it is the subject matter of men and women. But we can reduce it to we can kind of say generalize it to just a purely mathematic thing. And I think most, and I was just about to say men, because what does it matter, if women know this, if men don't know certain thing, and like the word obey comes up, then see, because they're apt to be the stronger ones physically, and that is just terrifying. I don't, that's terrifying to think that there's something that will overpower you and squash you. But now that, see, I can't really dial it on this now without sounding really, really, really like, did that need to sound like that even? But see, this is to try to get men to see something. Um, because what does it matter? Who cares if women see it? If men don't see a certain thing and they don't obey something, then the condition of the human being on Earth, the human experience, it's hard enough, but uh, um, whatever is happening, I mean, I just happen to think that something different can go on. We see glimpses of superhuman capacity. If anything, really now, it's like we have this society, you can say, well, just turn on the TV and watch them there. They are athletes and this and that, but I'm not even talking about that. And boy, um, well, now let's talk about the technology that might have built the pyramids. That's something we need to keep looking at and say, well, why do we think that we were not capable of that? And who are we? Who are we? And what the fuck is going on, you see? And that's the only reason why I channel some of my things, and what I have just looked at. It's like, oh God, of course I'm interested in it. I've been studying it since, um, I was going to say, well, since puberty, as far as the awkwardity, what happens, I mean, even before then, of course. I can give you an autobiography about my interest in men and women, but of course but before any of this now, I'm really talking seriously. I'm sitting there in my crib and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm pretty sure none of those characters exists. I don't even exist. There's something that is there, but it's not. It's like it's in between. Is it in between my ears? Like, where am I? I'm here now. See, this is the main thing, is that all I know is that I'm here now. This is just me contemplating some kind of quality of like, here I am now, there's my mom over there. I was really small, and I thought, well, there's a lot of things going through my mind. This is me talking about my autobiography, and well, there's a lot more to our awareness than that. I mean, as far as awareness, that's what I'm looking into. I'm thinking, I can't be anything but this particular moment right now. This awareness that I'm looking, and I'm looking at my mom, and she's definitely not me. And and I see I'm here and she's there, and this is really looking isolating. Kind of, I'm isolated maybe, or whatever. I'm talking about, man. I hope that you enjoy this conversation. It's something like, here we got the lunar eclipse coming up, and it's trine my Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter is the only planet that's going retrograde in my chart, and it's a highly creative. It's my highly well, it's my treasure box. The 12th house rules Pisces. If anybody is wondering how the housing works of the astrological chart, it's now the best way to say it is just there's 12 houses, and it all aligns and correlates with the 12 signs. In fact, the first house, Aries, rules the first house. Aries is ruling the first house. Taurus, the second sign, rules the second house. Not confusing, and so you want to give it that same vibration. If there's, you start imagining the vibration of whatever the rulership of whatever rules. Like Aries rules some things, and you can look it up. You need to study this book that's 4,000 pages thick about what Aries rules. I'm just kidding. You can imagine uh, what it rules. I mean, now, it's an experience. You're gonna have to first have it in life, and you have rocks. Maybe you study geology, and it talks about the volcanoes and the heat and the creation of creation, like the first. You really have to start being curious about your experience here. Otherwise, you're never going to get into what Aries is. Aries is the adventurer and the journeyer, the one that presses through and says, "I am," and now what is going on here? And see, what trips me out is that they do talk about, okay, so it's the ram, the goats, and blah blah blah, and then we kind of shift over into there's the bull, the bully is Taurus, and you know I've been downloaded some things about astrology, like the truth about it. I'm now understanding what Vedic astrology is, which at first it was seemed well, they talk about it as like some kind of mysterious other thing that's, well, it's because it's over there on the other side of the world, kind of a thing. They kind of clue in on it, but all it has to do is with anybody can experience. I mean, see, in Vedic astrology, um, Venus just went to uh, to Leo and works. See, but or something like this. Is that the truth? Yeah, I think that they always say it's behind or something. And so anyway, God, I'm not going to put this video up. I put one video up and I think I like it, but this might not ever go. I mean, we're going through a time of we need to communicate, and so what I noticed, you know, I want to forget about my neighbors. I'm pretty sure I messed up with them. Um, some things may have happened or something. They had a conversation amongst themselves, and they're gonna see what I think that they are. Is I already know this, okay? That they are well, they're kind of childish, and I'm not saying that I am not mature, that I'm mature either, at all. I am not. I'm immature in a lot of places, and of course I am. So I don't need to look at them. But what I'm saying is that I notice their mentality. What I mean to say, God, 5D is tough, babes, but I'm gonna just go to sleep and forget about it. Really, it's not a big deal. It's just a cartoon. Um, they just don't know me, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the world not knowing somebody like me, and see, I'm tired of the narcissists. What they are doing. This is what I caught on to, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, I don't know. I mean, I will speak with them, but I already know. See, I know narcissists, and if you know anybody, if you're somebody watching this now, they're so predictable, but it's so intricate. It's because you're mature. It's because maybe you're a parent, a literal. You are a parent, and you know your child. You know that. You know it's makeup. I mean, they're just like children, and they can only operate from memory. So now they think they're going to accumulate a memory based in whatever this is that they can hold against me little by little, right? And I'm not going to go there. As far as the conversation, see, they have already ruined the meadow. Where I'm at with it, see, ladies and gentlemen, this is really going to piss me off bringing this up because I run into this with people all the time, and this is the one thing that just upsets me, see, because I am actually a super conscious human being. And I wouldn't have suggested and hallucinated that a house was going to be built there unless the complete destruction and decimation and demolishment of that so-called meadow didn't happen. It did happen, and so I'm like, oh, well, here we go. They're going to build a structure. They're going to build some kind of thing. Otherwise, babes, I'm not going to say anything about it. But and so now they're trying to tell me, no, we're going to restore the meadow. Will you please, can you jam this into my eyeball? Please just, there we go. Can you reach my other eyeball so I can't really literally see? I don't even have to have a fucking a third eye open to see that just, so, and, again, just, I don't want any drugs. Just let me have my straitjacket and my pillow. That's all I want. All I want. So no, but where I'm at, they first of all, narcissists, they think they won. They think that they shut me up or something like that. And with whatever went on, see, I had to say something too. I think I might have said something, but I didn't say something as like, look at it, babes. Now this is the thing, is that I wouldn't have thought you were going to build a house there if you didn't demolish the meadow. Now you're telling me, see, I want to have this, see, what I want to do is I want to jump ahead. I want to say, so now you're telling me that you're going to restore the meadow. Where are you coming from with that? Because I know one version of a meadow that has to do with this area and the planet Earth. Like, meadows have life in it. And what I've seen, okay, she talked about, I'm sorry I'm going on about this, babes, but this is the kind of conversation I need to work out. There's some things I can forget about, and I can jump forward and I can just say, please don't use pesticides for the wannabe meadow that you're going to fucking put in here. Do not bring GMO fucking things, wildflowers and stuff, because when the bees land on it, they need to be schooled right away, and I don't think they know anything about that stuff, and it's like, you know what? Let me fucking help you, please. And if I can't help anybody, and if we can't see, the thing is, this is me, babes. This is me, and I want to be me. I am highly influential. And it works. I've already helped people with some of their garden. I need to go up and see and prove to myself, okay, look, there's that fruit tree, those 2 fruit trees that I planted, and other bushes there. They're working for those people as long as they water them, and yeah, and so Otherwise, I gotta leave. I gotta move. I want to go somewhere where that I can work, that I can be used. It's been like this all my life that I have been highly influential. You know, it's like the best way to describe it is a human ecology. And you like it's like it happens naturally. It's like every day you wake up and you say hi, and there they are. It's like, well, blah blah blah, and it becomes very beneficial that you start interacting and transacting and providing and just being. Really, it's not that you're reaching in and they're reaching in. It's just this is what we're doing. Um, Got to get back to that, and the way that I operate is very kind of Aries rising. It's like it's going to be challenging at first. You're right. It's going to really say it's going to